All right, so today we're going to talk about expression types and resource behavior. And we'll start with this formation that I created. And let's say this is something you put together and you've got this red here in the EF where it's above 1. So we're going to talk about how to get that down after we discuss the types. So we're going to switch over to analysis. And as you can see here, we've got quite a few types and subtypes. We have 4 types: diffuser, energizer, autonomer, and neutron. And then we have some subtypes. But we're mostly going to be working with the 4 main types. And this chart kind of tells you what the ranges, or rather the thresholds, are. So you can see, for example, a neutron is any resource that has a WF below 80 and an EF below 1. And then here we have what's called the behavior of this particular resource type. And the neutron wants energy when EF is less than 0.5 and gives nutrition and mass. Now, what this all means is that the neutron has reverse behavior of the energizer. So the energizer wants nutrition and mass and gives energy. And that means that these 2 resource types are what I call a reciprocal pair. And when you think of a reciprocal pair, you can think of, for example, the clock face. And 12 and 6 would be reciprocal pairs. So I'm going to scroll down, and as you can see here, the cool thing about reciprocal pairs is they combine, and you may have to tweak them a little bit, but for the most part, they combine and they create a neutron that has energy, which is what we want. And then, of course, the second one combines an autonomer and a diffuser, which are a reciprocal pair, and those create a neutron. So what this means is that when you have something, let's say you have an energizer and you're trying to balance your composite, what it means is that you want to pick foods that have something close to what you need in order to make it into a neutron. Um, so, and the reciprocal pairs is the best way to do that. There are also what are called orthogonal pairs, and if you think about the clock face, orthogonal pairs are, for example, 12 and 3, or 12 and 9. And some of these also produce a neutron, like, for example, a neutron and an autonomer, which are orthogonal. Um, Others require additional resource types. For example, this combination of a neutron and a diffuser doesn't have enough energy, so we have to employ an energizer in addition to that orthogonal relationship to create a neutron. And have the same thing here. It requires a diffuser in order to create the neutron. But as you can see, there are different ways of putting these resource types together to create this energized nutrient, which is what we're looking for each composite that we want to balance. So now that we've talked about this, let's go back and so now we can look at this, and as you can see, there are a multitude of resource types here. And this one is an energizer, this one's an energizer, these two are nutrions, and then we have the composite, which has green and red, so this is an autonomer. And what we want to do is figure out what we need to add. So we'll just look here, and we've got autonomer. Autonomer mixes well with diffuser because they are reciprocal pairs. So we will, let's add water. Okay. All right. So we just added water, which is a diffuser. And as you can see, this has gone down to 0.7. And we still have our nutrition and our energy. So that's exactly what we wanted. So now you know a little bit about expression types and resource behavior. They're not entirely necessary to do the wellness system, but they certainly help you when you're trying to balance your composite. And I will see you soon.